Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys about this story just really fast before I move on to my next appointment. And I deal with a lot of like senior elderly clients, customers, and you guys are so great. Like, I love you guys so much. You just are like in my hands. I just want to hold you and hug you and keep you forever because you guys are really truly the best in my opinion. And I am a little biased, but that's okay. And really anything over 42, I'm 42, anything over 42 is elderly. But I especially love the ones that are like more so elderly. And let me just tell you why, because this gentleman called me, I think it was Friday or Saturday, for a listing appointment on his mom's house here in Suntree. They're coming from New Jersey, right? And he's like telling me the situation, and he's like, hey, I want to sell my mom's house. She went to senior living up here in New Jersey, and we want to sell in order to be able to pay for the senior living. So he's like, we need to get top dollar, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, no problem. I got you. I understand. I hear everything that you're saying. Do the forms, do the CMA, get my packet ready for him. He's like, I'm coming into town Sunday night into Monday morning. And I said, perfect. That's great. I will be all ready for you. Called him Sunday night on his landline, didn't pick up. I left him a voicemail, right? He calls me this morning at 10 a.m. So cute he is, right? And he's like, hey, I'm in town. I'm in Melbourne. Can you come to the house now? And I said, sir, I have an obligation until 11:30. I said, but I can come to you right after if you're going to be available. Does that work for you? And he's like, no. That's not going to work for me. Like, I have somebody else coming, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking he has another agent and he's going to be interviewing. He's like, I got a couple people coming. Fine. Rightfully so, right? Like, I encourage that. Like, that's what he's supposed to be doing. So I was like, well, what time frame works for you? Because I didn't want him to cancel the appointment with me, right? We're still like in those beginning stages. And he's like 2:30 or 3. Perfect. So I was like, I can come after 3. I'll call you. He's like, just call me when you're on your way, blah, blah, blah. 2:15, I'm in a Zoom call from 2 to 3 p.m. Calls me and is like, can you come now? And I'm like, sir, I'm literally in a Zoom call right now. And I was like, I am not going to be available until after 3 p.m. today. Does that work for you? And I was like, I'm so sorry. In my mind, I'm like nervous because is he just going to cancel altogether on me? You have like all of these feelings, this anxiety, right? Because I want the listing. And he's like, he like him hauls around and he's like, yeah, call me when you're on your way. So 3:06 comes, get out of my Zoom. I call him and I'm like, hey, I'm about 20 minutes away. Can I come to you now? And he's like, yeah, you can come, but I'm in the store. And he's like, but don't come any sooner than 30 minutes. And I'm like, okay, there's no rush. I'm only 20 minutes out from you. Like, that's not a big deal for me. I was like, don't rush. Take your time. I'm on your time schedule. I don't have anything else for the rest of the day, right? And so he's like literally whispering on the phone and he's like, okay, well, just make sure that you don't get there any earlier than 30 minutes because, he's like whispering and he's like, I'm in the store. And I was like, okay, sir, you don't have to stress about that. I hear you loud and clear. It hangs up the phone. And so I'm on my way here. I'm just kind of stalling for an extra 10 minutes before I get to him. But the moral of the story is it's just like, I love you guys so much. The senior community, you guys are great. We're always on your timeline. I'm always like so flexible for them. They don't text, they don't email. They always want to be on phone calls with you, which I love. You guys are just so precious and I love you guys so much. So moral of the story is if you're senior, which is 42 and over, I've already stated that, call me. If your friends and family are moving here to the Space Coast, I would love to connect, join with you guys. I love you guys so much. You guys are just a really different beast, respectfully so. And I love you and I want to give you hugs and kisses. So if you have anybody that's moving or needs to move or wants to connect, just let me know. And then you guys have a great rest of your Monday.